Picture this as a SDAIE strategy designed to support content knowledge acquisition through vocabulary development. This strategy requires students to tap into background knowledge, to provide a non-linguistic representation of vocabulary by drawing pictures, and to interact in partner or small group discussion. Let's take a look at the demonstration of this strategy. First, students are provided with a list of vocabulary terms, paper, and crayons or markers. Next, students will fold the paper in half a few times to create different sections. Students can easily make up to 8 sections, but for the purposes of this demonstration, we will use 4. Students then draw a picture of one of the selected vocabulary terms in each of the boxes. It is important that the students do not label their pictures. Once a student has completed all of their drawings, they swap papers with their partner. Their partner guesses the vocabulary terms that have been drawn. Students return the paper to their partners and discuss whether or not the guessed vocabulary terms were correct. Picture this is beneficial as an introduction to new vocabulary or as a review of recently learned vocabulary. This strategy is one part of a direct instruction approach to vocabulary development. Marzano's research shows that there are 8 characteristics of effective direct vocabulary instruction. The Picture This strategy incorporates 5 of those characteristics, including non-linguistic representation of terms through drawing pictures, multiple exposures and variety of instruction, as this is one part of a whole approach to direct vocabulary instruction, discussion, which occurs as students trade papers and discuss the relationship between the drawn pictures and the vocabulary terms, and finally, focus on identified essential terms as students will be creating the visual representation of pre-selected essential terms from the unit or lesson. This supports acquisition of content knowledge because students need to understand the academic vocabulary related to a topic in order to comprehend the subject. Picture This makes vocabulary more accessible to ELL students by creating a visual connection between the vocabulary word and its meaning. This focus on developing meaning through pictures is supported by Krashen's theory of comprehensible input, wherein the concept or word is presented in a manner that allows it to be understood by the student so that they are able to engage in learning. In addition to supporting ELL students, this is also an effective strategy for visual and artistic learners as they experience vocabulary through artistic expression and visual representations of words or concepts. The strategy also requires the student to discuss the drawings and vocabulary terms with their partner. Discussion with peers creates a low-anxiety environment for students to engage with academic content. Krashen's affective filter hypothesis states that ELL students are more likely to engage in taking risks to learn if the environment they're in is low stress and low anxiety. Peer-to-peer discussion creates this kind of environment as the stress that may be associated with teacher or whole group discussion is removed and the student is able to safely discuss topics. Add Picture This to your direct vocabulary instruction to create a more meaningful connection for your students.